I knew the design I wanted, and then she knew how to make that come to life. And if there were any things where she thought, actually, this might look better like this, then I leaned on her expertise for that. I did go to other kitchen providers at first, and they weren't as good product or not as good quality. When we went to Magnet, we were really impressed. We went to the showroom, we looked around, we thought, you know what, the actual product is exactly what we want. We met with Maureen and we kind of said, this is the style we want, can you help us design our room? It was very thorough, which was great. We had she came around to our house, took all the measurements, because you could do your own, but then they checked that they were actually accurate. So then we went back to the showroom on a separate day, and she processed everything, and we could see it kind of all like a CAD design, so we could see what it looked like. So we loved it. However, once they started to rip the kitchen out that was here, we found so many surprises. Maureen must have changed the design no less than 10 times, I would say. She was brilliant. You'd done the original design, and that was going to work, wasn't it? And then actually we discovered this fake mantle, we discovered this false chimney breast, and I wouldn't have been able to. It's almost a bit overwhelming, and it's too many decisions to make. So I was kind of like emailing you, just saying, can you help me please? And then you just miraculously fixed it every single time. And I'm very pleased about that, because I don't think I couldn't have done that.
I think it can be very daunting from a customer point of view when you've settled on your kitchen in your head. This is it. This is the design. This is the layout. This is going to work for me. But then something happens halfway through it that changes the whole thing. Yeah. And it does set you into panic mode. Just give 10 minutes, sit and have a look at it. This is how we fix it. Yeah. It's never a problem. It's only a solution. It doesn't get to a point. You've bought the kitchen, I hand it over to somebody else. Even during the installation, I'm constantly in touch with the fitters, the installation teams, just all work together right till the very end.
I knew the design I wanted, and then she knew how to make that come to life. And if there were any things where she thought, actually, this might look better like this, then I leaned on her expertise for that. And with the fluidity and flexibility that we needed for designing this space, when it was so full of changes, I think that worked quite well between the two of us. It was their skills that helped it work for our space. So I still feel like I had ownership over what the kitchen looked like. The best part of the kitchen is the butler's pantry. It's so good. It was a bit of like a dream that I thought, can I really have a butler's pantry in my kitchen? And it just works so well. And I also love the wood beading on all of the units, which makes it look even more classic, I think. I think there is a parallel between an old property like this, which is almost 250 years old, and a company like Magnet, who are 100 years old, because actually they can marry together something that is heritage, classic, and looks beautiful, but also is usable. Like you said, it's a space that we work in, we live in. We need it to work functionally, but also we can make it historic and sympathetic to the property. This is a kitchen we've designed. The actual product is exactly what we want. The design process was fantastic. All the process along the way, we were confident in the decision we'd made that the kitchen is the right product, and it looks good, and it's good value.